Remember Nancy Reagan's "Just Say No" slogan? Well, our next guest has dusted that slogan off and is using it, but this time it's not about drugs. It's about government health care he's entitled to, and he is saying no thanks. He's newly elected Republican Congressman. Congressman Joe Walsh joins us live. Good evening, sir.
Greta, good to be here.
Nice to see you. All right, so you are, as a freshman member of Congress, entitled to federal health insurance. You don't want it?
No, I turned down the health insurance and the retirement benefits. I made that pledge about a year ago. At the time I made the health benefit pledge, Congress was trying to exempt themselves from Obamacare, and I just didn't think that was right. Look, I came to Congress like a lot of these freshmen did, and this is a large, rambunctious class, to limit what government does. I don't want to increase the footprint, my footprint on government. And I know we're not talking about billions of dollars, but I don't want to burden the American taxpayer with my health care insurance.
Do you have any health care insurance?
Yes, my wife and I literally had to go out into the market a week or so ago and shop for some, and I've got a health savings account, which is another reform that I need in this whole, that I believe in with this whole talk about Obamacare. Obamacare is going to decimate health savings accounts.
Not to go too deep, but your wife has a pre-existing issue. Did that make it more difficult for you to make the decision? Do you recognize the problems that many Americans are facing trying to get health care who are pre-existing? Do you want to make sure that they have some opportunity? It's
been difficult. My wife's been with me on this because she does have a pre-existing condition that the Congressional health care would have paid for. So because we had to go out into the individual market, we're going to have to pick up the tab for that. And it has made me empathize with what a lot of Americans go through. Pre-existing conditions is a real issue. Now, what the Democrats have proposed with their legislation a year ago is not the way we need to go, but it is an issue that needs to be taken care of.
Are you a rich man?
Not at all.
How about your wife?
Not at all.
So you don't have like some trust fund or some big stock account?
No. Like a lot of middle-class people, Greta, this is something we're going to feel. So I don't take that decision lightly. It's the same reason not taking any of the pension benefits. A lot of us in this freshman class, we're talking about first-time people who've ever run. We do not want to become professional politicians. So the thought of taking a professional pension is just something I didn't want to be a part of.
What was your occupation before Congress?
Worked in the nonprofit world for most of my working life, advocating for free market conservative causes.
How about your wife? Does she work?
No. She's done some part-time interior designing, but she basically campaigned with me full-time. So
the income, you're a single income family?
Yes.
You have 5 children?
Together, 5 together. I have 3. My current wife has 2, so a second marriage, and we've got 5 together.
Any under the age of 18?
I have one son who's 16.
So you're paying insurance on the one son?
Yes, he's covered by his mother's plan.
So you've rejected the health care and the pension. So what do you want to happen? I mean, I understand that you voted for repeal, but I mean, like, what is a solution? We can't just simply leave America abandoned should repeal happen. I don't know that it necessarily is going to, but...
Oh, it might. But no, Greta, look, there are 2 ways to go. You either go the government route or you go a patient-centered route. And a patient-centered route means we get government out of the way, and we especially get government out of the way of private insurance. If government didn't already regulate and mandate insurance so much, there'd be a bigger, broader marketplace out there. So when something like what happened to my wife and I happened, we'd have more options. But we don't right now because they're already mandated and regulated to death.
I should say you also, you're spending your nights sleeping in your office, right?
I'll be sleeping in my office again tonight. Yes.
And how many members of Congress are sleeping in the house? Do you have any? I mean, sleep in their offices? I mean, a lot of you, because you have to maintain 2 homes otherwise, and it's rather pricey.
It's an expensive city, probably more than you'd think. Look, I don't want to live in this city. I live back home in McHenry, Illinois. I didn't want the distractions. There's a lot to do these next 2 years. That's all I want to focus on.
A lot of you, I understand, are living in your offices over on Capitol Hill. By the way, yes. Packers or Bears?
I'm a Chicago guy, so I got to root for the Bears, but I do like the Packers a little bit as well. I want a good, close game.
A good, close game. All right, anyway, Congressman, nice to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Next.